Yeah. They've got a nice little spot.
As I told Carl, you know, up here, you see here, there's a big bay going up there, a long way in there.
Oh, yeah.
And that other part is part of the mainland, but there's a Cascade Bay in there. That's Echo Island here. There are deer around here and there. This Crook is swimming across here one day, you know. There are all kinds of little lakes and potholes on the hill. It's a big island. You go in there and you can get lost on the damn thing. You know, it's really rough. In the summer months, you know, I just kind of make 10,000 people here, kids all over in floats and tubes swimming around, you know. Really nice.
Yeah. That water's kind of
Oh,
cool.
hey, I say it is.
That's not a good swimming yet.
Harrison Lake, you know, is always cold.
Yeah.
It's not really a lake to swim in. That's why they made that big lagoon down by Harrison to keep the water warm.
Boy, not too scenic here, is it?
Do you see the birds?
You know, you want some of this nice. Open it up. Bloody guys on the bloody head. You know? So,
Look at here, Carl. He's straight in here. There goes the guy with the water ski. Pick up that skier, girl.
he's on a board, not on a ski.
On the board, ski board.
You know, it's really, you really have to watch on the lake here. Not so much in the center, but even then, them damn towboats come along. They lose them damn logs. There must be either one of them laying right in between the thing there. You see
Yeah,
there?
look.
Can
Okay.
you hear it?
I see it.
Campsites. And so the other people with family who go up there all summer have no place to go.
Yeah.
Now that's no solution. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's no goddamn solution. That's just like saying, hey, there are too many trucks on the highway and bad drivers, so we close the freaking highway.
Yeah.
What do? You hire somebody, say the guy, look, you want to run this campsite up here? You have our power, and you charge $5 for camping here, which is yours. In return, you look after the place.
Yeah.
And anybody who acts like an asshole, you throw them out. But here they closed off two of the most beautiful campsites there are in Harrison Lake.
Yeah.
And that pisses me off no end.
Yeah.
I camped up there in Bear Creek all the time. I think we should take some of them guys and just shoot them. No, what they have to do is, you just catch them guys littering, you put the sign up, $500, you catch them, you film them, you photograph them, you slam them, and tell them if you ever catch them again, they're going to take their vehicles away, that they never ever be allowed to be in that area.
Catch him again and you just kill him.
Yeah, right. Yeah, or do something equally harmful to it.
Are you filming the road?
I certainly am.
Oh, stop. You're wasting
Yeah, don't. Yeah, yeah, real slow, like very slow. And you see the lake, that's Long Island up there, that big island there. See, and then it goes up like this and around there. And this part over there before Breckenridge, that's the widest part of the lake. And there are two, three islands, lakes on Long Island. Some big lakes, well, you know. Cascade Bay, there are all kinds of houses back here and all along here, houses. And all kinds of damn rocks. You see like that little island here?
Yeah.
Up there, there are little rocks all over. And if you don't know, you know, you really have to be careful. Yeah, Cliff, you have to go very slow, otherwise you go and your eyeball's gonna go. Yeah, move very slow. Fantastic, eh? I think I'm going to take a picture with my new camera here because I don't know.
Long on that front one, Carol.
My fingers aren't on the front one, honey.
Is it jumping still?
Yeah.
Well, then take your finger off of this.
It's not on anything.
Okay. Is it still jumping?
Yeah.
Well, don't film if it's jumping. Cut it off.
Deer, bears, and everything else. That's back there where that cougar was sneaking up on that little kid there, where the houses are over there on Cascade Down. Like I say, the other one beyond is Long Island. Yeah, it's about 5.5 miles long. Yeah. So, that's beautiful. Up here, the cliffs, girl. Go slow, Cliff. Real slow. You don't have to, otherwise you go like this. You know. In order to say, wait, sorry, so you went back one more time. Yeah, like, hey, I know, stop that. Yeah, anyway, that's way full ball. Come down, that is huge waterfall. Right down. Okay. Take a new tape, stick it in this rewinder and rewind it.
No, it's okay.
I don't think you can go with the road here. Up, coming there, right there. Well, if you have hair enough, you can see where the road ends, right where the logging starts. And I never, I always wandered along underneath that little cliff, and there's another lake right behind here. It's called, goddamn, right out of my mind. Scoop Lake or whatever, right behind here, right at about 5,000 foot level roughly.
Oh,
A
gee.
hole in there. Might be, no, I wouldn't say it's still full. But yeah, that's where the road goes, right up in that log. Yeah. On the other side is the north, is the Fraser River. You know? So up here, we go up there. That's Hicks Lake up in here, Lane, which is bigger than Mount Cheam and Princess and all the cross from Fraser Valley. The same mountain you see from Harrison Hot Springs, but in a different way. Back there. It's not that big of a lake, but it's big. I don't know. Couple of 100 acres, I guess. Half a mile long by quarter mile, half a mile wide, whatever. Yeah. Real family spot. Only about 6-7 miles outside Harrison.
What kind of fish are in here, Rene?
Trout. Holy shit, they're nearly fell.
You nearly fell.
And they're cold yet, eh?
Excuse me.
Oh, sorry.
Rene.
Never mind. Just don't do it real slowly. And I will put my hand over here, so you don't get the...
Okay.
No, hold it back a little ways, you know, just kind of, so you don't get the sun shining into your lens, because it's kind of half overhead.
All right.
Isn't that beautiful? Yeah?
Just wonderful.
Yeah, they stocked the lake, you know,
Yeah.
with rainbow trout, I guess, you know.
Sure, a lot of people coming in today.
This campsite is full all summer here, you know.
Yeah.
Slowly, Cliff, you're going too fast. Just go real slow and hold it a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
And that's Hicks Lake here with the government campsite, 4 or 5 miles, 6 miles south of Harrison. Up on the elevation here, you know. Talking at the same time,
Oh, yeah.
you know. So, punch in the dates and time, you know. Yeah, nice.
Oh, ho, ho. Everybody's doing something. Somebody laying in the sun. Taking it easy.
I'll drive over there and see if the other one. I'm sure glad the government took this piece of land and made beautiful shot, Carol.
Oh, yeah.
Makes you wish you had a boat right now, doesn't
So
it?
the one on the right is,
The first one on the right is Mount Cheam, with the same you saw from Harrison Hot Springs.
okay.
The second one I called Princess, and or the third one, whatever, they all got named, and there's a whole row of them like you see.
Yeah.
On the left side, down below,
Where all the
wa-
snow is?
there's a lake, yeah, down below, there's a lake in there called Wallish Lake or Jones Lake. You can drive up, and you are on this side, you just see all this, you know, this
Yeah.
peak. Look on the far left, on the far back, that little peak sticking out there.
Uh-huh.
You know, I don't know what the name is, you know. But anyway, and I know one of them's name is Princess, and I don't
What's the
know.
one with the big glacier thing on it?
I haven't got a clue what the name is, Phil. But they... I'm embarrassed!
Why? Your white legs?
Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah.
Just fantastic.
they are right in one major point. There is no hard evidence, no bones, no body. If the scientific community as a whole were willing to declare a new species based on the fact so many people say they saw one, unicorns and mermaids would be on the official endangered species list. So I feel we cannot criticize the scientific community too much for the skepticism on the Sasquatch question. However, I do wish, when asked, that instead of denying the possibility that the Sasquatch exists outright, that they would just give the same answer I give when someone asks and say, I just don't know. What should a person do if they really believe they saw one of these creatures? First of all, if you have a camera with you, try to get a photo of it for backup. Most reported encounters when someone has reported a sighting to them. So even though they're very skeptical and they may not believe you, they're professionals, they will make out a report on what you claim you have seen. The same goes with park wardens and forest rangers. They too, if they're professional and do their jobs correctly, will make out a report on what you claim to have seen, whether they believe you or not. Do not be afraid to report what you saw, even if there is nothing there to back up your report. Do not report your sighting to the media. For time has proven when media attention turns a possible Sasquatch encounter into a public circus and reporters and curiosity seekers tramp through an area where some evidence has been left, i.e. footprints, the evidence is usually destroyed before it can be properly studied and cataloged. I myself will guarantee a witness to keep his or her name confidential if that is what they wish. So the fascinating question, whether or not Sasquatch exists, continues and will continue until solid, hard, physical evidence is found, a body or a piece of a body. If it does not exist, then what we have here is a very important part of Canadian folklore, and that alone makes it, in my opinion, worth looking into. Do I personally believe that the Sasquatch exists? I must be truthful here and say, yes, I do. But I am willing to be convinced that I am wrong if the evidence eventually convinces me so. I have seen firsthand how people can see one thing and in their minds be convinced they saw something completely different. Visual misinterpretation is what I like to call these cases. Then there are the people who like to tell
reports.
I christen Mr. Bigfoot Blimp. Hey!
Farmland outside of Los Angeles might have been a little rural for a premiere, but it was the perfect launching place for a new airship, the Bigfoot Blimp. Built by U.S. Lighter Than Air at a cost of roughly $4 million, it's the latest in a growing fleet of floating billboards. Pizza Hut International President and CEO Alan Houston was there for the inaugural flight.
We thought it matched the product. We're trying to introduce a big new product, and this is a big new blimp with a big new optic system. We just thought the two fit together.
There's a lot of different ways to get your promotional message on the air, but if you want to get it in the air, it's tough to beat a blimp.
Especially when the Bigfoot boasts the most advanced billboard system ever created for lighter-than-air flight. Instead of using old-fashioned dancing lights, the new system utilizes a state-of-the-art optical fiber system controlled from within the gondola and yields an image that mimics photographic quality even from thousands of feet in the air.
There's 10,000 points per side. The fiber itself, believe it or not, is only 1 millimeter in diameter. For those of you who aren't metric, that's 0.04 inches. And they're spaced at 4 inches apart. And believe it or not, this little tiny point here can't even be distinguished from more than 2,000 feet away. This whole screen actually blends together, form this huge image.
Audiences on the streets of Hollywood were among the first to get a look at Bigfoot's display, including this special message. Selling pizzas and broadcasting high shots from football games aren't all that blimps do, after all.
We've done work for the Naval Research Laboratories, doing meteorological sensing, and some other work for environmental monitoring.
But what really gets the attention of everybody is the fact that blimps are kind of showbiz.
You got it. They're showbiz all the way. For us, it's showtime right now.
The Bigfoot blimp is going on tour. The airship is working its way from the west coast to the east coast over major cities through the summer. Dennis Michael, CNN Entertainment News, Hollywood.
And that's it for this edition of Showbiz Today. As we fly away, please join us tomorrow for an advance look at this year's Tony Awards. In Hollywood, I'm Jim Moray.
And in New York, I'm Lauren.